Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are mapping out the precise 13-step progression from absolute beginner to hired full-stack developer in the year 2026. Look, we all know the tech landscape changes incredibly fast, right? And without a concrete roadmap, it's honestly way too easy to get completely lost in tutorial hell. So if you want to know exactly what it takes to navigate modern development and build a highly relevant, totally future-proof skill set, you are in the exact right place. We're about to break down the ultimate roadmap. Our journey today breaks down into 4 major phases. We've got phase 1, the foundations, phase 2, the full stack, phase 3, building proof, and finally phase 4, landing the job.
Okay, let's dive straight into this. Phase 1, the foundations. Step 1 is to learn HTML and CSS. These are the absolute essential building blocks of the web, literally the structure and the visual style of everything you see online. And yeah, for sure, this is exactly where you're inevitably going to spend hours just trying to figure out how to perfectly center a div. It's a complete developer rite of passage. But once you've got that down, you move right in to step 2, master JavaScript. This is the moment your static pages suddenly come alive with real interactivity and logic. But you can't just stop at making things function, You have to make them adaptable. And that brings us to step 3, build responsive websites. Your work needs to look absolutely flawless on everything from a giant desktop monitor right down to the smartphone in your pocket. And finally, step 4 rounds out our foundational phase, learn Git and GitHub. Think of this as the ultimate undo button for your code. It is an absolute mandatory tool for collaborating safely with other developers. Mastering these initial core tools is what gives you the confidence to start building real applications.
Moving right along, we hit phase 2, the full stack. This is where we shift gears from building simple websites to engineering full-fledged web applications. Step 5 asks you to master React.js. React is exactly what builds the lightning-fast, highly dynamic interfaces on your favorite streaming apps. It's what the user directly interacts with, and honestly, it remains a non-negotiable standard for 2026. But, a beautiful interface is only half the battle. You need a powerful engine under the hood. That's step 6, learn Node.js and Express. Think of these tools as the unseen librarians, just rapidly fetching and processing all of your users' requests on the server side. And to store all that data your server's handling, well, that is step 7, learn MongoDB. It basically acts as this massive, flexible archive where all your data securely lives. Front-end, back-end, and database. Mastering this specific trio is the gold standard that officially upgrades you to a full-stack developer. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is how the focus shifts. Phase 3, building proof. Okay, so you've learned the syntax, you understand the architecture, but now it's time to translate all that theoretical knowledge into undeniable, tangible assets. Step 8 is to build full-stack projects. It's time to take React, Node, Express, and MongoDB and actually combine them into complete applications that solve real-world problems. And once you have those killer projects, they need a professional home. That brings us to step 9, create a portfolio website. This is your digital showroom. It's a space with a clean, modern design where employers can see exactly what you're capable of building. Then, step 10 takes it a crucial step further, contribute to open source. By collaborating on public projects, you're sending a massive signal to hiring managers. You're showing them that you can actually work on real, complex code bases alongside other developers, rather than just building solo projects in a vacuum. Your portfolio and your open source contributions, they become the absolute irrefutable proof of your expertise. And now for the home stretch, phase 4, landing the job. These final milestones are heavily focused on successfully navigating the professional gateway. Step 11 is to complete internships. Look, getting your foot in the door in a professional environment gives you the practical, on-the-job context that literally no tutorial can ever provide. Then, to pass the technical gates of top companies, you've got to face step 12. Prepare DSA and aptitude. Now, data structures and algorithms can be incredibly intimidating, and it's totally normal to feel a bit anxious about this step. But it's the universal language of technical interviews, and mastering it proves your problem-solving logic is razor sharp. Finally, after putting in all that hard work, you reach step 13, crack placement or freelance. This is it. The achievement is unlocked. Whether you sign a contract with a top tech firm or build your own independent freelance business, you have officially arrived with the exact toolkit required for 2026. Now, what's absolutely crucial here is the strategy of how you pace yourself across this journey. So months 1 through 3, that's the foundations. Months 4 through 6, the full stack. Months 7 through 9, building proof. And months 10 through 12, landing the job. Instead of rushing, this roadmap breaks a massive, intimidating process down into dedicated 3-month sprints. Dedicating your time like this prevents burnout. It ensures absolute mastery of one phase before you transition to the next, which gives you a truly actionable and sustainable strategy across the entire year. Start today, stay consistent, become a full-stack developer. This directive is the core truth of this entire roadmap. Consistency is the absolute secret engine behind completing this journey. When it comes to learning development, quiet, daily consistency will always beat a frantic weekend cram session. It's all about steady, reliable progress.
We've mapped out the entire 2026 roadmap for you. The structure is there, the tools are defined, and the strategic timeline is completely set. The road is fully lit, and the destination is clear. So, I'll leave you with this. What step will you take today? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what you build.